So wake up. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop saying tomorrow. You have a choice to be a slave to your feelings or a master of your destiny. The path of discipline is painful, but it's the only path that leads to freedom. You can either suffer the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, but only one of them makes you stronger. Be the person who keeps going when everyone else stops. Be the one who trains when others rest. Be the one who builds when others break. Because discipline isn't about what you do once, it's about what you do every single day. When you master discipline, you master life. You control your body, your time, your future. You become unstoppable, unbreakable, unshakable. The world can throw storms, but you'll walk through them with calm eyes and steady hands because discipline made you ready. So stand tall, tighten your fists, breathe deep, and move forward. Every rep, every early morning, every silent battle, it all counts. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Cross it. And remember, this discipline doesn't demand perfection. It demands persistence. You will fall. You will fail. You will have days where your mind screams louder than your will. But every time you stand back up, every time you push one more step forward, you are not starting over. You are starting stronger. The world doesn't reward those who never fail. It rewards those who never quit. The disciplined don't see failure as an end. They see it as feedback, as fuel, as proof that they are still in the fight. Discipline isn't about being better than others. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. Every single day, even a 1% improvement compounds into greatness. You don't notice it at first, no one does. But over weeks, months, years, discipline transforms you silently. Until one day, the person staring back at you in the mirror is not who you were, but who you were meant to become. People will never understand your silence, your sacrifices, your grind. They'll call it obsession. They'll call it crazy. Let them. Because the discipline knows something others don't. Success is never loud in the beginning. It's built quietly, patiently, in darkness. The noise comes later. The applause comes later. But the grind, that's yours alone. That's the sacred ground where destiny is forged. Discipline is the purest form of self-love. It's saying, I care about my future more than my comfort. It's the courage to do the hard things now, so life becomes easier later. It's choosing to suffer now, so you never have to suffer regret later. People chase happiness, but the discipline created it. Because happiness isn't found in pleasure, it's found in purpose. The truth is simple. You will never rise above the level of your discipline. Dreams die without it. Strength fades without it. Character crumbles without it. Discipline is the glue that holds everything together when motivation disappears, when hope fades, when no one believes. It's the one constant in a world full of change. So, when you wake up tomorrow and your mind says, 5 more minutes, remember this moment. Remember why you started. Remember that every great victory is built on 1,000 small acts of discipline. The world doesn't need more dreamers, it needs more doers. More people who act, even when it hurts. Keep your vision sharp. Keep your heart strong. And when you feel like quitting, don't. Because that's exactly when transformation begins. Every step beyond your comfort zone is a step toward your destiny. The pain you feel today is the power you'll carry tomorrow. The struggle you endure now is the story you'll tell later. Discipline is not a cage, it's the key. The key to control, to freedom, to greatness. It frees you from weakness, from excuses, from fear. Once you master it, no one can control you. Not the world, not your emotions, not your failures. You become your own master, your own weapon, your own hero. So from this day forward, live discipline. Train your mind to obey your goals. Build habits that outlast emotion. Move with purpose. Speak with intent. Act with courage. Because in a world full of distractions, discipline is your edge. The one thing that separates the lions from the sheep. And one day, when you reach the top, you stand where few ever dared to stand. You'll look back and realize something powerful. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It wasn't even strength. It was discipline. The fire that never died. The code that never broke. The one thing that carried you when everything else failed. Discipline is not just how you win. It's how you live.
This summer, your Dubai investment can begin.
You're soft. You don't even see it, but you are. And that softness, it's the reason you're losing. It's the reason you hesitate. The reason you break when things get heavy. Out there, in the real fight, nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares how tired you are. Nobody cares how hard it feels. You either stand, or you get crushed. I've been crushed before. I've been humiliated. I've stood in front of men so strong, they could erase me with a flick of their wrist. And I swore, never again. You think you have time? You don't. Every day you waste is another day the gap grows between you and the man you're supposed to be. So kill the weakness before it kills you. Train harder. Push further. Stay angry. Because out here, there's no place for weakness. Right now, someone out there is training to destroy you. You think that's a joke? You think life doesn't work that way? It does. While you're sleeping in, he's grinding. While you're talking about what you plan to do, he's already doing it. And the day will come when you meet him, when you lock eyes, and in that split second, you'll know who prepared and who didn't. I've had that moment. I've stood across from warriors who lived for nothing but the fight. They weren't stronger because they were born that way. They were stronger because they refused to waste a single breath. And me, I refused to lose to them twice. I turned my body into a weapon. I turned my mind into an unshakable fortress. So ask yourself, if the enemy knocked on your door right now, would you be ready, or would you fold? Because when that day comes, there's no time to get ready. You either are, or you're done. You want to know why you're still weak? Because you keep making excuses for it. I'm tired. I'm busy. I'll start tomorrow. Pathetic. Every time you let those words leave your mouth, you prove that you'd rather protect your comfort than chase your strength. You think strength is just muscle? No. Strength is a decision. Strength is a choice you make every single day. You either decide to rise, or you decide to rot. And I've seen what rotting looks like. I've seen warriors who used to stand tall, now hiding in the shadows, praying no one notices how far they've fallen. I swore that would never be me. I swore I would never let weakness find a home inside me. I would burn it out if I had to. Because there's no honor in being soft. There's no pride in being unprepared. And there is absolutely no place for weakness in the life of a warrior. You want respect, you want power, you want victory. Then stop making excuses. Start making yourself unbreakable. You think I was born strong? You think I just woke up one day and had the power to crush anyone in my path? No. I built it. I bled for it. I suffered for it. Every insult, every loss, every time someone thought they were better than me, I turned it into fuel. You ever felt that? That deep burn inside your chest when someone laughs at you? Good. That's rage. But here's the difference. Most of you waste it. You get angry, then you cool down. Then you go back to being the same weak thing you were before. Pathetic. When I get angry, I don't calm down. I sharpen it. I turn it into a weapon. I take that rage and I train until my body screams. I push until I can barely stand. I fight until I can't breathe, and then I keep going. That's why I get stronger. That's why they can't stop me. Because I'm not afraid of pain. I welcome it. I let it forge me into something even my enemies can't understand. Rage is not the enemy. Weakness is. Control the rage. Aim it. Destroy anything in your way. You think victory is the end.
Are you gonna be like this all day? Oh my days, I'm in trouble here, lads. Stop 3 on the LTA Lexus road trip. It's Nottingham. I'm very excited. Some big names in the field. Marin Cilic won it last year. The guest today, I think he's pretty athletic. That's all I've been told. Are you going to be like this all day?
Isn't this how everybody stands on the side of the road now?
Get in then. Showing off.
Yo.
Niall Wilson, 11 breed. How you doing?
Yeah,
Good. You ready for some tennis?
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
No, absolute pleasure. Very excited. Let's go.
Right, I'm going to start this off by asking you, Niall, if you can explain just who is Niall Wilson in 15 seconds down that camera?
Ex-gymnast, retired at 25, sounds silly, and then I guess during that whole period I made silly videos and posted them on social media and bounced around the platforms, and off the back of that I managed to build a gymnastics business now, Wilson Gymnastics, and now we provide gymnastics to thousands and thousands of children across the UK.
So tell me about your tennis experience.
I'd say I'm a casual fan. I'll watch the majors, and then recently, maybe in the last year and a half, really got into paddle. So I guess it's not tennis, but
Well, it's pretty close. I think we've got a game with Katie Bolter, who is a pretty handy tennis player.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Well, this is the Lexus store. Let's see what they have inside, shall we?
That's it.
Fastest time we've had in the top
21 seconds. 60.
So we're racing then, yeah?
Oh, unbelievable.
That's that again.
Got away with that.
Getting away with a lot.
Victory is just another step. The moment you celebrate too long, you're already getting weaker. While you're busy feeling proud, someone out there is training twice as hard, ready to take everything from you. I don't stop when I win. I don't stop when I'm ahead. I don't stop, ever. Because there's no such thing as strong enough. You think you've reached the top? Look again. There's always someone stronger. There's always a higher mountain to climb. And if there isn't, then you create one. You invent challenges so your edge never dulls. I've seen warriors become soft after victory. They lose that hunger. They forget what it felt like to be the one at the bottom, fighting for every scrap of respect. That's when they fall, and when I crush them. So remember this. The day you feel satisfied is the day you start dying as a warrior. Stay hungry. Stay restless. The moment you stop chasing strength, you're already weaker than yesterday. Comfort is poison. It's the soft pillow that smothers warriors in their sleep. It whispers, "You it easy. And most... Listen, that's why they never rise again. You think an enemy with a blade is dangerous? No. The most dangerous enemy you will ever face is the feeling that you're safe. Because safety makes you weak. When I feel comfort creeping in, I destroy it. I throw myself back into the fire. I look for the fight, for the pressure, for the thing that will break me. And I meet it, head on. A true warrior doesn't avoid the storm. He walks into it. He thrives in it. He uses it to sharpen his will until it's unbreakable. So if you're sitting in comfort right now, you're already losing. Get up, step into the pain, live in the struggle. Because strength isn't born in peace, it's forged in chaos. You want to know the real secret? It's not talent. It's not destiny. It's ours. Ours when everyone else is sleeping. When they've gone home. When they've quit. I don't just train to win. I train to make sure no one else can even breathe in the same space as me. When they stop, I keep going. When they're done, I'm just getting started. Because I don't want to be close to them. I want to crush them so completely that they never even think of challenging me again. Every drop of sweat, every scream in the gym, every blister on my hands is a message. You will never outwork me. The truth is, most people can't handle the grind. They want the crown without the blood. But I'll bleed for it. I'll suffer for it. I'll give every piece of myself until there's nothing left. And then I'll find more. That's how you take the throne. Not by asking for it, not by waiting for it, but by working until it's yours. And no one dares to take it back. Every failure you've had, every loss, every time you were humiliated, outmatched, or laughed at. Good. Because that's the fire you need. That's the fuel they handed you, without even realizing it. You think I forgot the times I was beaten? No. I remember every single one of them. Every blow, every insult, every smirk they gave me when I was on the ground. I keep it all. I store it. And I burn it. Most people let failure break them. They let it rot inside their mind until they never try again. But I'm not most people. And neither are you. When I fall, I don't just get up. I get up sharper, stronger, hungrier. Because pain is a teacher that never lies. Loss is the weight that forges true strength. The next time they think you're down for good, show them you've turned every scar into armor. Show them you're not just back. You're back to make them regret ever thinking you'd stay weak. Comfort. That's the true enemy. Not the man standing in front of you. Not the weight on the bar. Not the opponent in the ring. It's the couch. It's the easy meal. It's the warm bed when you should be grinding. It's the voice in your head. You've done enough. Rest.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But getting in the zone and staying there, that feels more like luck.
I've seen warriors with the potential to conquer worlds rot into shadows of themselves because they surrendered to comfort. They trained when they felt like it. They pushed only when it was easy. And slowly, they became weaker than the people they once mocked. Understand this. Comfort kills hunger. It kills drive. It kills the edge that makes you dangerous. You want to be strong? Then you declare war on comfort. You refuse to let it touch you. When others slow down, you speed up. When others relax, you tighten the screw. When they take the day off, you take the day over. Because the world will always reward the ones who keep moving. Even when it hurts. Especially when it hurts. You feel that? That burn in your legs. That ache in your lungs. That pounding in your chest. Good. That's proof you're still alive. Proof you're still in the fight. Because strength is not built in comfort, it's forged in pain. The weak run from it. They call it too much. They convince themselves they're protecting their body. But the truth is, they're protecting their excuses. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the signal. It's the voice telling you that you're breaking past the limits you've been stuck in for years. Every rep that burns, every breath that hurts, every drop of sweat that stings, that's your body transforming. You think a Saiyan grows stronger sipping tea and talking about it? No. We grow stronger because we stay in the fire long after others crawl out. Because we learn to love the feeling that makes the cowards quit. You want to get stronger? Stop running from pain. Start chasing it. When you're deep in it, tell yourself, this is where I'm reborn. Don't tell me you were born weak. Don't tell me it's just the way you are. Weakness is a choice. You're not cursed with it. You feed it. You protect it. You let it live in you because it's easier than killing it. Every time you skip the work, you choose weakness. Every time you say tomorrow, you choose weakness. Every time you let comfort win, you choose weakness. I've been weak before. I've tasted the humiliation. I've felt the sting of standing next to someone stronger and knowing I couldn't match them. And I swore I'd never feel that again. Do you know what happens when you make that promise and mean it? You stop making excuses. You stop feeling sorry for yourself. You stop letting weakness dictate your life. Strength is taken, not given. If you're still weak, it's because you haven't decided to kill the part of you that's holding you back. So make the choice right now. Be weak. Or destroy it. Forever.
Easy, Jack. Get out there.
Save time with the 3 2 1s of 0 by customizing invoices and getting paid. 3. Easily create your invoice. 2. Add your online payment options. And 1. Send off your customized invoice to the world. That's how it's done. Try Zero free today.
Mấy xấu xa mà. Ok, tôi xin kháng cáo. Secret.
1%. Better daily is not just a concept. It is a way of living. A mindset that separates those who merely wish for change from those who actually transform their lives. Imagine this. Every single day, you wake up with two choices: to repeat yesterday or to improve, even by the smallest margin. And that small margin, that 1%, might seem insignificant today, but over time, it becomes the force that completely reshapes your life. Because greatness is never built in a single moment. It's built brick by brick, habit by habit, day by day. The problem most people face is that they dream too big, but act too small, or worse, they don't act at all. They wait for motivation, for the perfect moment, for someone to save them. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No magical feeling of motivation will suddenly appear. And there is no perfect moment. There is only now. There is only you. And there is the choice you make today. The 1% better mindset is about focusing on progress, not perfection. Because perfection kills action. Progress creates momentum. Think of it like this. If you try to climb a mountain in one giant leap, you will fall. But if you take small, steady steps every single day, you will eventually reach the top. And when you do, you'll look back and realize that every painful, disciplined step was worth it. The key is consistency. Showing up even when you don't feel like it. Doing the work when no one is watching. Because that is when true transformation happens. Not when the crowd is cheering. Not when you are hyped. But when you are alone, tired, and ready to quit. And you still choose to take that next small step forward. Imagine if you just committed to being 1% better every single day. Just one tiny improvement. Read one more page. Do one extra push-up. Study for 5 more minutes. Wake up 5 minutes earlier. It may not feel like much, but compounded over weeks, months, and years, it becomes unstoppable. Like a snowball rolling down a hill. Growing bigger and faster with every turn. Until it becomes a force so powerful that nothing can stop it. People overestimate what they can do in a week, and underestimate what they can achieve in a year with consistent effort. And that is why they quit too soon. They want instant results, instant gratification. When real growth is slow, steady, and often invisible at first. Like planting a seed. You don't see it grow on day 1 or day 2, but you keep watering it, nurturing it, and one day, it breaks through the soil and begins to rise. That's exactly how self-improvement works. At first, the results are hidden, but beneath the surface, you are changing. Your mind is becoming sharper, your body stronger, your habits more disciplined. And then, suddenly, one day the world notices. They call you an overnight success. You will know the truth. It wasn't overnight. It was every single day. Every single choice. Every single 1% improvement. Compounded over time. This is why you must never underestimate small actions. Because they are the seeds of greatness. But here's the catch. The opposite is also true. If you get 1% worse every day, if you give in to laziness, procrastination, fear, and excuses, that decline compounds too. And before you know it, your life spirals downward. Not because of one giant mistake, but because of 1,000 small ones stacked together. So ask yourself every night before you sleep, Did I get better today? Even just a little? If the answer is yes, you are on the right path. If the answer is no, you must decide now to do better tomorrow. No more excuses, no more waiting. Because time will pass whether you act or not. 1 year from now, you will either be grateful you started or regretful that you didn't. The choice is yours. The 1% better mindset applies to every area of life. Fitness, relationships, studies, business, mental health. Don't try to fix everything at once. Just focus on one small improvement each day. And over time, the transformation will be massive. For example, instead of trying to completely overhaul your diet overnight, just start by drinking 1 extra glass of water, then eating 1 extra serving of vegetables, then cutting 1 unhealthy snack. Tiny steps that compound into a healthy lifestyle. Or, if you want to build confidence, start by speaking up once in a conversation, then twice, then 3 times. Small wins that slowly rewire your brain to believe in yourself. This journey is not about competing with others. It's about competing with who you were yesterday. Comparing yourself to others will only lead to jealousy or discouragement, because there will always be someone ahead of you. But if you focus on being just a little better than you were yesterday, you will win every single day. And those wins will stack into a life you are proud of. Remember, there will be days when you don't feel like trying, days when you feel like quitting. Those are the most important days to keep going, because discipline is built on the days you don't want to show up. When you fight through resistance, you grow stronger, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Every setback is an opportunity to rise. Every failure is a lesson. Every challenge is a test to see how badly you want it. So, embrace the struggle. Embrace the pain. Because that pain is the price of growth. And when you feel like you can't go on, remind yourself why you started. Picture the future version of yourself stronger, wiser, happier. And realize that future is built by the choices you make right now, in this very moment. The 1% better philosophy is not about luck or talent. It's about relentless persistence. About showing up day after day, even when progress feels invisible, even when no one claps for you. Because success is not a single event. It's a habit, a lifestyle, a series of small victories that add up over time. And here's the beautiful thing. Anyone can do it. You don't need to be special. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need the courage to start and the discipline to keep going. So start today, right now. Take 1 small step. Read 1 page, write 1 sentence, take 1 deep breath, go for 1 short walk. Just do something. And then do a little more tomorrow, and a little more the day after. Because small steps don't just change what you do, they change who you are. And when you change who you are,